Hey guys, just want to go over some advantages real quick to using the flight plan function over the direct to function when navigating using the G1000. Direct to it just takes wherever your present position is and whatever it takes you from there to whatever destination you put in. So you have no as opposed to having a destination input waypoint or an airport, a fix, and going direct to a fix, a waypoint, or an airport. The other nice thing is if you're going from airport to airport, you get to the destination and you plan on returning, which in training you do that all the time. You fly out to an airport, go back to your home airport. You can just invert flight plan, and then that's all you do. You just hit invert flight plan and go back where you departed from. So that's one advantage. Um, and I don't know if I'd call it an advantage or mostly a disadvantage using direct to. If you're on say you're on an IFR flight plan and you enter in procedures and you end up needing to go somewhere to another waypoint or something in between, when you go, you're going to have to go direct because you can't add to a direct to. You can't add an intermediate waypoint in between. You're going direct there. You're not stopping anywhere in between. Kind of the whole point of direct to. So if you need to go somewhere else in between, you're going to lose your procedure and everything else. So you'll have to keep direct here, direct there until you get where you need to go, and that's a lot of work and not really good CRM. So basically, if you want to skip, delete, add waypoints, you need to use the flight plan. And it's pretty easy to use the flight plan. It's not like you're going to push a lot more buttons than just going direct to. In fact, I think, if I'm not mistaken, it takes about the same amount of keystrokes to go from to an inactive, no flight plan whatsoever active to putting in your flight plan. It really doesn't take any more keystrokes. So really, most of the time, you probably want to be doing that. I do have the little display up here, simulator, just because it's probably a little more interesting than just watching me talk all the time. So what I have is just for an example of maybe for VFR flight, why you might want to use the flight plan feature over direct to. Say you wanted to, basically I have and I'll play it here, a flight going to Beaver Island from here in Minnesota. It's an island out in the Great Lakes at Lake Michigan. And basically, it doesn't look like there'd be any benefit at first over going direct, except, well, maybe we want to plan on flying kind of over the Lake Superior as well, kind of take the long way around, do some sightseeing. So we add in a VOR in the Upper Peninsula to the flight plan later, and that gives us a way to kind of sightsee using the G1000, because we could be on autopilot this whole time, and the autopilot will fly this route. It'll automatically sequence between the waypoints, whereas if you're flying direct, you're just going to go direct there until you input the next direct waypoint. So there's really no advantage in that. So you can see here I put in the flight plan from Flying Cloud Airport to Beaver Island out in Lake Michigan. And I'm going to add in a VOR in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan so that we kind of get a little bit more sightseeing. And then as we're flying on this route, passengers decide that they more interested in getting to the destination, and then we'll just delete that VOR and continue on. So you just have to make sure that when you add the waypoint, wherever the cursor is highlighted, you need to go above that, and then you can just use the FMS knob to add in that waypoint. You want to get rid of it, highlight it, momentarily push the clear button, and then enter, and away it goes. It's pretty simple, pretty easy to use, and it lets you manipulate the flight plan. Again, whereas if you're going direct, you would not be able to change any of that. And anytime you go direct, if you want to go somewhere else, you got to go direct again or enter in a flight plan, in which case you're going to lose the track and everything that you have. So really, it seems like most of the time you really want to use the flight plan function. So anyways, hope that was somewhat informative, and I look forward to seeing what everybody else says.